What a good joke, I'm high. Upright, upright. You play too close to the heights in the middle of the night. When the black is white, you be losing all sight, you be free falling. Upright, upright. You play too close to the heights in the middle of the night. When the black is white, you be losing all sight, you be free falling. Will it always persist? Trying to find all the things you dislike, but only to find that your emotions are right. Upright, upright. You play too close to the heights in the middle of the night. When the black is white, you be losing all sight, you be free falling. Upright, upright. You play too close to the heights in the middle of the night. When the black is white, you be losing all sight, you be free falling. Upright, upright. You play too close to the heights in the middle of the night. When the black is white, you be losing all sight, you be free falling. Upright, upright. You play too close to the heights in the middle of the night. When the black is white, you be losing all sight, you be free falling. You play too close to the heights in the middle of the night. When the black is white, you be losing all sight, you be free falling.
Hello, I'm Anthony Hudson. Welcome to Sunday Afternoon Football. We're live from the MCG. This is the round 9 match between Richmond and Adelaide. The middle stretch of the season invariably sorts the wheat from the chaff. Who will elevate themselves and who will sink under pressure?
The skipper leads his team out onto the field.
I'm joined by Daniel Harford. Great to have you along, Harf. How do you see this one unfolding?
Thanks, Hutto. I've tipped the Crows. There are a couple of things their opponents could look to exploit, but I'm not sure they're good enough to pull it off. This team at its best is very hard to beat.
Thanks for that, Harf.
A real buzz around this stadium as the captains meet for the toss.
Richmond visited Football Park to take on reigning Premier Adelaide in Round 8, 1998, just inside the 8 and a game ahead of the 10th placed Crows. The home side led by 21 points at the last change, but the Tigers kicked the first 4 goals of the last term to hit the front with 12 minutes to play. The Crows retook the lead briefly before 3 straight Richmond goals put the result beyond doubt. Crows coach Malcolm Blight took the unusual step of coming down to the ground and walking along the boundary line on his way to the rooms with the match still in progress. The Tigers celebrated a redemptive win, their previous visit to the venue having resulted in a 137-point loss to the same side. Joel Bowden and Ben Holland kicked 3 goals each for the winners. The final scores 14-8-92 to 11-13-79.
It would be a hard umpire who would ping him for that.
The 2 big men do battle. Hopper, Taranto. Through the centre square he goes. Pokes it into the pocket. Ball ace. Takes an excellent grab. A chance to clear now. Miller. That's good work rate. He doesn't waste many. Fogarty on a lead. Searching kick. Walker pushes into space and receives the footy. The Crows moving the ball well. Neil Bullen. This is a big opportunity.
Poor defence leaving him on his own, and now you'd imagine he'll make them pay.
Hasn't got hold of that one. It'll be a behind.
Missed one he should have got and let him off the hook.
Trying to catch them out. That's good vision. Bolter has found some space. Ralph Smith with a chance to relieve the pressure. Doesn't often waste it. Flostone was afforded latitude. Normally delivers. Walker wins it back. Great mark. What's he got on offer? Keeps it low. Rochelle all on his own. Berry all alone in the centre square. McAndrew has it within range.
To finish off the good work.
Leans back and drills it.
It doesn't matter who you are, it's always good to get an early one on the ball.
The Crows are up and about early. The big men fly. Prestia is there. Taranto got the handball away. This will land in the goal square. Well, that's a poor result. Well-weighted kick. Quality delivery by foot. The Tigers have denied them the corridor. Rochelle. He's been busy so far. In no man's land. Neil Bullen. Keen. He's besieged. They want ball, but they're not going to get it. McAndrew with a deft tap. Dawson. Peatling. Walker appreciates that delivery.
If he can nail this first shot at goal, he might just be in for a big day.
Set sail for home, and he has delivered.
He found himself in space and made the most of it with a clinical finish.
The Crows having a good patch. Nankervis wins the tap. Prestia, he's gone. Hopper, Taranto, can he hit a target? Butts takes a potentially goal-saving mark on the last line of defence. The Crows are bringing great energy. Prestia says thank you very much towards the boundary line. Coming, wins the contest and can relieve the pressure. Peatling working hard and presenting well. Kicks to space. Full runs onto it. Gets his kick despite the heat. Short! Had his name written all over it. Worrell is a rock in defence. Can he find a teammate? Not good footy there. Ralph Smith running in support.
He's in trouble. That must be incorrect disposal.
He tried to do too much, not for the first time.
They've had the better of the contest to this point. Walker works hard to present. Tidy ball. They've opened them up here. Picking their way through. Rankin can keep it moving. Delivers it inside 50. That's great footy.
Can he deliver? Yeah, back him more often than not.
It's not the best kick. Has he done enough? He has.
In case of too strong and too good, I don't think there was much more the defender could have done.
The Crows with a wonderful start. The big men fly. Dawson, that's well played. What's he got on offer? What a first term they're having. Neil Bullen gets to the front spot. Peatling demanded the footy and got it.
The Crows have certainly looked a better side. They'll be hard to catch.
It's a deep kick. Punched away. You can't question his commitment. The Tigers looking shaky early. That's poor play. Goes at goal, and that is an opportunity gone begging.
The Tigers will breathe a sigh of relief that that turnover didn't cost them.
Flostone to bring it in. Banks presents in space. They've got to get a wriggle on. He's hit up the lead. He's generally a good kick. They're moving the footy well here. The Tigers not at their best so far. Flostone working hard and being rewarded. Full. Dangerous to leave on his own. Hopper on centre wing is marked. Fogarty knew where the help was. Worrell. The Crows are playing like winners. Taranto read that one right off the boot. They need a spark, and that's a letdown. Neat little stab kick. Good thinking and good execution too. They're well drilled. Honours the lead. On the non-preferred, Peatling fumbles it. Dangerous place to lose it. The Tigers have won it back. The Crows have all the answers. Who's at home? Dawson gets to the front spot and can line them up.
Kicking at his first.
Dawson, you know what's coming. He punches it through, and they are flying.
It's pointing one way at the moment. We could have a one-sided match on our hands.
The Crows by 26. McAndrew slaps it out. Curtin onto it.
Punched that like he meant it.
Ralph Smith panicked under pressure. That's an uncharacteristic mistake. The Tigers just can't get any time on the ball. Peatling has bobbed up. The Crows are playing some great footy. Rioli had the presence of mind to get to the dangerous spot. Floston wins the contest hands down. Hopper makes position. What's he got on offer? Waiting for someone to come at him. Ralph Smith gathers. They desperately need this. Lynch! Right spot, right time. It's 50. It'll be a certain goal now.
The Tigers are just hanging in there. They sorely need a goal.
That's his first.
Did they ever need that? Now to rest back the momentum.
The Tigers have opened their account. Rucks go at it. Prestia read it best. Can he be the fire starter? Worrell saves the day again. He's got an option in the centre square. The kick is a poor one. Delivers it inside 50. Rankin couldn't finish what he started. Rioli butts, intercepts. Keane almost threw it out. Rankin, desperate to win it back. Manages to get off a handball. Hopper gathers. Short pass looks good. Sloppy disposal, and we'll have a throw in.
The Tigers need to find a way to slow the game down and gather their composure.
Bolter showing his skills like Batman and Robin. Worrell ensures there's no second chance. Searching kick. Hinge. Can he impose himself on the match? Keane in the clear. Spearing pass. Well played. Delivers to centre half forward. That's a good option, and this looks promising. Keys drops into the hole and marks. Neil Bullen got to the right position and hung on.
Relatively straightforward kick, but that's easy to say from here.
No trouble at all.
If this league grows any bigger, we might see some heads start to drop.
The Tigers will need to respond. It's being put to them. McAndrew got his palm to it. Saligo trying to find a path. Flostone. That's confidence for you, not going with the spoil. Clever kick. Ralph Smith delivers a long ball. Ball lays. Spoils. Millerer stripped of the footy. He's gone. He had plenty of time.
He's suggesting he got something on it. I'm not sure he did.
But ever reliable. Rankin. Incisive handball. Keane. Quarter time, and one side will be happier than the other clearly, but there's a long way to go. Gary's back. What's caught your eye, Gaz?
The Crows aren't all that keen on handballing, and why would they be when you're winning so many contested marks? It's a bit of a rinse and repeat scenario at the moment. Win ball, kick ball, mark ball. It's monotonous but mightily effective, and I think we have to expect it to continue because the opposition just don't seem to have any way of counteracting it. If what you're doing is working, you'd be silly to change it, no matter how bored the rest of us might get.
Thanks for those observations, Gary, as we get back underway. McAndrew gets his hand to it. Saligo. Foot race on. Who can get there first? Hinge. He just dropped it. That sloppy play, and it could come back to bite. Gets the kick away. Worrell thwarts them again. They'll take the patient approach. Hinge on a lead. He's been quiet. Brown. He's so clean with the footy. Seizes the moment. Whatever he's suffering from, it's not leather poisoning. That play should have resulted in a shot at goal. The Tigers guarding the corridor. Sloppy disposal and a turnover. Brown getting involved. Hopper. Worrell is calm in a crisis. Wants to take the game on. Advantage paid by hand. Hinge coming in the right spot. The Tigers are chasing tail. Walker feeds it out. Curtin. He'll pump them into attack once more. Rankin with a chance to relieve the pressure. Normally delivers. The Crows moving the ball well. Doesn't often waste it. Fogarty. He'll be sore in the morning. Full. One step ahead. That's a bit of a gift. What's he got on offer? Alarm bells are ringing. Maybe he could have gone himself. He should have held that one. Keys with an opportunity. Thilthorpe. Saligo tries to take them on and loses.
Caught, and the chance goes begging. Great defence.
Can't hang on under close attention. Prestia, what a work ethic he has. Saligo, when one tackle just won't do. We're still waiting for the quarter's first goal. McAndrew has probably got the points at this stage. That's come off the instep, and it's gone out on the full. The Tigers might be about to start something. Taranto has found some space. Probing ball. Campbell, good tackle. Throws it on the boot. Can he hit a target? The kick is precise. You can see their confidence growing. Broad couldn't hold it under pressure. No way through there, and they'll reset. Armstrong gets his hand to it. They have a good understanding, those two. Worrell read that well. Just has to hit a target. They've got a problem now.
This will be a great goal if he can kick it.
Kicking for his first. Never looked like being a goal. That's a useful ball. That is suboptimal, to say the least.
This is what he gets paid to do, kick these goals.
He backs himself, but he hasn't hit it well. A behind.
It's probably a 3 out of 10 shot at best.
Looking for a quick transition.
Green, all on his own. They need a goal, but it's at the wrong end. The interchange bench might be calling after that blue. Real danger now.
He couldn't believe his luck finding that much space inside the forward 50.
He's kicked it like an arrow.
If I keep getting this kind of supply, the scoreboard's going to get real ugly.
The Crows with the first of the second term. Nankervis wins the tap. Has to be clean. Rankin. The Tigers are under siege. Miller takes an excellent grab. Keane goes without it. Hopper rolling the sleeves up. Taranto demanded the footy and got it. Good work rate. Golden opportunity here. That's a well-placed kick. Hinge wins it back. Great mark. His field kicking is normally first rate. And they're away. Navigated the traffic. Full in the centre square. Mansell, Brown. Worrell with another contested mark. They just keep kicking it to him. What a game he's having. Gee, they're playing well. He might have thought about the corridor. The Crows have winners everywhere. Miller will bail his team out again. Trainer with a chance to run. Good looking kick. Hopper pushes into space and receives the footy. Taranto works hard to present. Not wanting to bomb to a contest. Keane reads the ball so well. Ignoring the corridor for now. Neil Bullen in the clear on centre wing. They might be out here. They need a spark. It's come unstuck. What's he got on offer? The Crows are playing like winners. Hinge can keep it moving. They've found the magic formula. Rochelle can't mark. Neil Bullen. Not on my watch, he says. It's not a fair fight. He seemed completely unaware of the company he had.
Took too long there and coughs up what could have been a shot on goal.
Not his finest moment.
A rare opportunity in front of goal.
He hasn't troubled the scorers, and he won't with that effort. They've got to get a wriggle on. Taranto makes position. Got a little time here. Neil Bullen within range can make them pay.
This for number 3.
He'll head for home. How's his radar? Pretty poor as it turns out. That's skillful. He's hit up the lead. He's generally a good kick. Banks working hard and being rewarded. And they're away. McAndrew cuts it off. Can he impose himself on the match? Berry might fancy himself here.
Normally a reliable kick. Can he make this one count?
He had prior opportunity.
He's having a word with the umpire and he may just have a point.
The Crows forcing them out wide. Short. Dangerous to leave on his own. He doesn't waste many. Miller with the intercept mark. Boot to ball just in time. You can't afford to do that too often.
Looking to hit up the short option.
Honours the lead. Trainer. He's had little impact so far. Who's front and centre? Full. You wouldn't expect him to have any trouble from there. And he doesn't. The Tigers haven't played great footy, but they're hanging in there. Good ruck work. Prestia. Ross. He's got support. This is promising. Trainer. Gets his kick despite the heat. That's a fine mark in the back pocket, and they might have dodged a bullet. A chance to clear now. Trainer leads his opponent. He's done brilliantly. Ball lays, doing what he does best. Attracted a crowd. Armstrong. He was trying to beat a path to goal, but he was shut down quickly. Nankervis with a deft tap. Taranto. He's got it.
He's doing everything he can to keep them in this game.
The Tigers were on the rack, but it's been a quality response from them. Nankervis with the tap. Ross, he picked his pocket. Can't afford to give it back in the corridor. He'll be picking grass out of his teeth after that. The pressure is intense. We'll have yet another stoppage. Good ruck work. Taranto. Ross. Can he be the fire starter? Full. Couldn't reel it in. Cumming is there in defence. They'll contest in the centre square. Worrell has charged into space. Full. Heads them off at the pass. Houghton. They're moving the footy quickly. Butts drops into the hole and cuts that one off. Searching kick. That's a good option, and this looks promising. Can he find a teammate? They've opened them up here. The defence is disorganised. Rankin in the clear. Turned over. Taranto presents in space. Well done. Worrell saves the day again. Well, that was a fascinating first half, but there's still lots to play out as the players head from the field for a well-deserved break. Let's head down to Gary Lyon on the boundary.
The Tigers have made their opposition work hard for their goals, which is well and good, but they've had to work even harder for their own. They've got to take some risks with their ball movement. Maybe throw someone different into the forward line, because an honourable defeat will mean nothing.
We'll see how it plays out. Thanks, Gary. Thilthorpe showing his skills. Berry. Miller making his claim for the Golden Fist Award. Broad. Peatling read that one like a book. What's he got on offer? He'll drive them inside 50 yet again. Berry is the target and he marks.
For the first of the second half.
He hasn't kicked a goal today, and he still hasn't.
I'll back him in to make amends for that if he gets a chance. Unusual to see him miss from there.
Trying to catch them out.
Suddenly there's some belief about them. Good thinking and good execution too. Sizes up what's ahead. That's generous, and this could hurt the other way.
That's 3 contested marks he's taken now.
Has he got enough on it? Good disciplined defence.
Walker, he's rushed to behind for his own team.
I can't say I've seen a lot of that.
The Tigers are under siege at the moment. Can you believe it? He's given it straight back in front of goal.
It's one of those ones that should be kicked. It's amazing how often players miss them.
They've given up the pass too. This would be a welcome steadier, and that's a classy finish.
If this league grows any bigger, we might see some heads start to drop.
The Crows on the board first after half-time. Thilthorpe wins it out of the centre. Ross. Campbell marks. Will he go the bomb? He's struggled to make an impact to this point.
Will Smith outbodied his opponent and took a ripper.
He doesn't miss many, so you wouldn't think this would pose any problems.
How's the kick? Nothing wrong with that.
Better ball movement on that occasion allowed them to open up that opportunity in front of goal, and they've got full reward for it.
The Tigers are just hanging in there, but they need to string some goals together. Ross had some assistance. Taranto,
He's been a shining light. Blasts away. Armstrong gets to the front spot and can line them up.
He'll fancy his chances.
The crowd noise tells you all you need to know.
just sense the momentum has shifted. Thilthorpe smashes it out of there. The kick is precise. What's he got on offer? He hasn't been himself today. Rochelle on a lead. Thilthorpe. This is good footy. Crosses the paint. Neil Bullen. That's a big play.
I reckon someone got caught ball watching then. You've got to be switched on at all times.
He won't threaten the goals with kicking like that, but he has at least managed to score.
Not a gimme goal, but probably should have been kicked nevertheless.
The Tigers
Might be about to start something. The kick was centimetre perfect.
Hopper had his name written all over it. His field kicking is normally first rate. Campbell, it sits and he's in business. Bolter working hard and presenting well. The Tigers having a purple patch. Keane, where would they be without him? The spell on the pine might be warranted after that. Going for territory. But time and again he gets to the right place. Doesn't often waste it. No wonder coaches go grey. Full. Cops some unwanted attention. Flostone in the centre square. Miller, ball lays, is a rock in defence. Normally delivers. Worrell, that's good work rate. What can they generate? Keane, marks on centre wing. Kicks to space. They're moving the footy well here. Comes free in the tackle.
Must be incorrect disposal. It is.
No umpire ever changed their decision because a player had a whinge.
The Tigers having a great patch. The aerialist will battle for this ball. Fogarty wins the contest and can relieve the pressure. Waiting for someone to come at him. That's well played. Keane works hard to present. He's generally a good kick. Rochelle has found some space. The Crows looking ominous. Walker takes a beauty.
Curtin is the beneficiary of some fine ball movement.
This is what he gets paid to do, kick these goals.
Curtin can make it much harder for them here, and that's what he's done.
The big forward is threatening to blow this game apart.
The Crows have responded to the challenge. Thilthorpe wins it out of the centre. Was that a throw? Ross, Cook gets in the way. Berry running in support. Gives it everything.
Boston takes an excellent grab.
Ross can keep it moving. Campbell has a paddock in front of him. They desperately need a goal. That's a strong mark. The defence has fallen down. Alarm bells are ringing.
Someone went to sleep defensively, and I suspect the price will be 6 points.
Big chance here. They need it. But he's missed.
That's an opportunity gone begging. You back him in more often than not from there.
They've set up well for the kick-in.
The Crows are bringing great energy. Laird, a few players stop, but advantage has been paid. It's come unstuck. Good-looking kick. Worrell working hard and being rewarded. He might have thought about the corridor. Quality delivery by foot. What's he got on offer? Thilthorpe in the clear on centre wing. They can smell victory. Flostone, they just keep kicking it back to him. Trainer. The Tigers have been out of sorts. It's been that kind of day for them. He's been quiet. Ross got a fist in. Peatling dishes it off. Walker, Pedler. This deserves a goal. Keys, good vision there. Green is calm in a crisis. Mansell, he's taken a beauty. Kicks to centre wing. Campbell makes the kick look okay. Trainer. The umpire says it's continuous play, so on they go. Lynch with time. This should be a goal. Big chance, and he does not let them down. If they can get the next one, it'll be on. Nankervis wins it out of the centre. Prestia. They're tackling with great intent. Nankervis got his palm to it. Taranto, Ralph Smith. It's a poor entry. A waste, really. Ignoring the corridor for now. Hinge gets to the front spot. He's had little impact so far. Walker all alone in the centre square. Well played. They're moving the footy quickly. That's a good option, and this looks promising. Can he impose himself on the match? Neil Bullen has found some space.
Poor defence leaving him on his own, and now you'd imagine he'll make them pay.
Kicks for goal. It's a lovely looking kick. He's drilled it.
That's a quality finish. He's a beautiful kick at goal when his confidence is up.
The Crows with a steadying goal. Nankervis has shaded the ruck battle despite the scoreboard. Just trying to get it forward under pressure. Armstrong read it well and claims the mark.
His last shot found the middle. Can he double his money?
Looking to pull one back. That won't do it.
Those sorts of shots just have to be goals when you're trying to come from behind.
Trying to catch them out. That's a useful ball.
Laird with a chance to relieve the pressure.
He had prior opportunity.
His annoyance can only be with himself for a lack of awareness.
Campbell, no one's gone near him, and he could make them pay.
The Tigers with a late chance.
They need this, but the moment gets the better of him.
They're within striking distance, but they need to make the most of their shots on goal.
Looking for a quick transition. Cook pushes into space and receives the footy.
Short, wins it back. Great mark. They need a spark. It's a poor inside 50. Can he find a teammate? Three-quarter time and still anyone's game. Time for the coaches to see if they can will their charges over the line. Now for some analysis from Gary Lyon.
The Crows fully deserve their lead and they've been better in most areas. But one that stood out to me is their intercept marking. They've almost known on occasion what their opponents were going to do before they knew themselves.
Thanks for those observations, Gary, as we get back underway.
It's been a great duel between the two big men.
Taranto.
Sloppy disposal and a turnover.
That might have been dropping the ball.
They've got to get a wriggle on.
Campbell only knows one way.
Lynch is the man on the spot and he's marked.
He could put the finishing touch on a fine passage of play.
They could do with this. They could really do with this. It's home.
You have to show him more respect than that or he'll hurt you on the scoreboard.
The Tigers were after the first and they've got it. Nankervis, the winner there. Ralph Smith, he's besieged. Great anticipation. The defenders will be nervous. Neil Bullen marks inside 50 and can have a shot.
To really stamp some authority on this match.
What a game he's having. He's drilled his four.
Well, if you give him room inside 50, you'll pay more often than not.
The Crows may have seen off the... the threat now. McAndrew with a deft tap. Saligo. Curtin. Strong grab.
The Crows are working harder at the present time and they're reaping the rewards.
Set sail for goal, but the kick is astray. One behind only.
Missed one he should have got and let him off the hook.
Banks to bring it in. Hopper on a lead. That's good vision. Green all on his own. Thilthorpe says thank you very much.
The Tigers might not have a way back if this goes through.
He's been quiet today, but he can make amends with a goal. He's found the post instead.
That would have made things very difficult, but they breathe again.
Trying to catch them out. Good thinking and good execution too. Honours the lead. Broad takes the hand pass. Normally delivers. They're keeping the ball well. He doesn't waste many. Not sure what the idea was there. Searching kick. Rankin. Will he look for a target or go himself? Great play. Saligo has charged into space.
There's some pretty ordinary defending going on out there at the moment.
Goes at goal, but I think that's going the wrong side of the stick. It's a behind.
He certainly would have expected to kick that one, but he's got to put it out of his mind now.
Back into play. Banks in the clear. Can he hit a target? Berry fumbled it like a cake of soap. Curtin wants to take the game on. He's put it through.
These defenders are going to have to tighten up. They've been giving them way too much space.
The Tigers look at breaking point. Nankervis, he's rucked superbly in a losing cause. Doesn't often waste it. You can't question his commitment. Saligo, Fogarty, that's a bruising tackle. The umpire says he made an attempt to get it out. Nankervis showing his skills. Taranto, Saligo, couldn't get a disposal. Manages to get off a handball. Thilthorpe, Neil Bullen. Hurried kick goes very wide. He'd like to have that one back.
Should have done a lot better there.
They need a goal, but it's at the wrong end. Thilthorpe cuts it off.
A goal here will shut the door on them.
Looks good off the boot. He's got it.
Well, if it wasn't over before, it is now.
The Crows have got it on their terms. McAndrew slaps it out. Dawson, he's hit up the lead. What's he got on offer? The Tigers are under siege. Curtin presents in space. Unable to complete the mark. Neil Bullen. He was optimistic if he thought he could break that tackle. Rucks go at it. Saligo is a clearance beast. Berry, Rankin, he's gone. Short, going for territory. Posson, great hands there. Ralph Smith, clever kick. It's eluded him. Campbell, this will be their first entry for a while. Rioli has it within range.
To inject some life into this contest.
He hasn't stopped working all day, and that's just reward. Well played.
They've got to find a way to get him into the game. We know how damaging he can be.
The Tigers need to back that up and generate some momentum. Nankervis with the tap. Ralph Smith, Prestia, receives a clever hand pass. It must be his birthday. Neat little stab kick. Walker, dangerous to leave on his own. Dawson, that's good work rate. Who's at home? Curtin marks, and this is in danger of becoming a rout.
He's been striking them well. This shouldn't present any problems.
He's kicked it like an arrow.
Some good ball movement there created that opportunity, and a cool finish as well.
The sting's well and truly gone out of this one. The big men fly.
Prestia, he's been industrious.
That play should have resulted in a shot at goal. Probing ball. Quality delivery by foot.
I've liked his game today.
It pitches near the 50. Who has the numbers? Dangerous place to lose it. Walker. The Tigers have won it back.
Laird takes an excellent grab.
The Crows are playing some great footy. Almost threw it out. Rankin.
They cannot keep him quiet.
The Tigers on the ball now. This is dicey. Not a lot of positives today. Trainer goes without it. Throws it on the boot. Ross uses the body well. They desperately need a goal. They've opened them up here. What's he got on offer? Flostone kicks inside the forward 50. Campbell can't mark. Green stripped of it. It's a desperate tackle. The fans will be happy to see this. The Crows are giving them nothing. Nankervis smashes it out of there. Berry. Keys. Not wanting to bomb to a contest. Wasn't a great kick. They've turned it over. Looking to peg one back. Laird. That's confidence for you. Not going with the spoil. Spearing pass. Prestia couldn't haul that one in. They've put themselves under pressure. Ball ace. Takes a potentially goal-saving mark on the last line of defence. The Crows are out of trouble. The Tigers are chasing tail. We're watching a very good side here. You can see their confidence growing. Miller runs onto it. Worrell with another contested mark. They just keep kicking it to him. Walker. Laird needing support. Lynch mops that one up. Miller chops it off. Butts goes laterally. Ball to be won on centre wing. Berry has a paddock in front of him. Cook hasn't seen a lot of it. Dawson working hard and being rewarded. He hasn't been himself today. Walker has been irrepressible. McAndrew, they're a big chance here. The pickup is superb. He's been set a task. He's lost possession. Short, desperate to win it back. Thilthorpe, that's poor play. Banks, and they're out of trouble. Ralph Smith working hard and presenting well. He's generally a good kick. Short with a chance to run. Lays it off. Banks goes long. McAndrew read that one right off the boot. What's he got on offer? Keeps it low. Keys works hard to present. They're moving the footy quickly. This ought to end in a goal. He'll send it inside 50 for the 6th time today. That's a bit of a waste. Ross wins the contest hands down. Flostone has found some space. The Tigers can build something here. Whatever he's suffering from, it's not leather poisoning. Worrell intercepts. Neil Bullen makes position. They've got them on the overlap. Walker in the centre square. Dawson, here's a big chance. Can he take it? No, he's missed.
Seemed like the defenders got a bit lost. There, and they were lucky not to give up a goal.
Looking for a quick transition.
That's good vision. The Crows are after a spot in the top 4, and they're every chance to get it on the strength of this.
Half's here for some final thoughts. How do you unpack that one, Half?
The Tigers held their own for much of the game without seriously threatening. They're not having a great season so far, but they can turn it around. They keep working hard and they manage to tidy up a few parts of their game. Onwards and upwards from here.
OK then, I'm sure we'll be hearing plenty more in the next couple of days. Thanks, Half.
On behalf of Daniel Hartford, Gary Lyon and myself, Anthony Hudson, thanks for your company. We'll catch you again soon.